Yeah. Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, you hired. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Ekeler. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Tight end going in motion here. On the ground, here's the 4th round pick from the April draft. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. Third down, 3 to go. One more time, it's Guerendo. Inside the 30. The speed on display. He's in. Isaac Guerendo. Touchdown, Commanders. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Williams on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to the rookie from LSU, Malik Nabers. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming. And at the very least, was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air once more on second down. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll give it to Guerrero. He'll get about 2. Kalen Bullock there on the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's taken in. It's Austin Ekeler. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 33 yards. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Ekeler. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Throwing now, Daniels. That's caught, left side, it's complete. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Williams now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's taken in. What a catch! He's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Back to throw. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is hard. And he will score. Devon Achane. Touchdown, New York. Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. First and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now Daniels. This one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. All resting on the 9. First down and goal. To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. That's caught by Eckler. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Here's Eckler. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Nice run there by Eckler, and he continues to be a productive back here in his 8th season in the NFL, and it's one of the main reasons why the Commanders targeted him back in March.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
On the return, it's Williams. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. We are through 1. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
We'll get this into the hands of Neighbors. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Really nice play there by Malik Neighbors, and when we talked to the head coach, Brian Daboll, what did he tell us? He said, I need more competitive guys. I need guys that are going to go out there and compete for the ball, play in and play out. And remember, Mike, this is a guy that led college football in yards per game last year at over 120 yards receiving per game. So they got themselves a pretty special talent here in New York, and I think we're just scratching the surface.
They'll look to throw again. He keeps it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Achane. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
He's going to... And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. Williams in motion. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On the give to Eckler. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Daniels. Looking back to the middle of the field, it is caught. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
On 1st down, Daniels. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. on second down, it's Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
So it's fourth down, and Austin Seibert out to try the Washington field goal. And this will be from 42 yards out. And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. And they are not able to draw closer.
There's an old saying in golf, Mike, that when you're on the green, never up, never in. In this case, the ball's on target. It just didn't have enough steam to get there. Winds up no good.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They run this straight ahead with Eckler. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They run it once more with Eckler. He's to the 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now the second-year man, Devon Achane. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Once again, it's Achane. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Into the secondary at the 45. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now this time they'll look to throw. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Back to throw. He puts it up, and it's caught. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, New York.
You simply just can't allow that ball to be completed, Mike. I mean, there's no time left. You understand there's two options. There's a take a shot Hail Mary into the end zone, or there's throw the ball underneath and try for a couple laterals. At the end of the first half, it's probably just going to be a Hail Mary, and you got to go up and knock that ball down.
So this is going to be the final play of the half. No time left on the clock. They'll try to add 2 more to this lead before halftime. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the Commanders' 48-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
A run out of the gun with Achane. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
That is hard. And he's into the end zone. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, New York. Now, Gano for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants will extend this third quarter lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. To the sideline, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball down.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive, and then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
He's going to keep it himself. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
Really nice job. Let's talk about defensively what they did here, Mike. It's a bootleg play. Where's the quarterback trying to get? To the perimeter. But they set such a hard edge of the pocket. He's got no choice but to pull up, keep him contained in the pocket, and bring him down for a sack.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. He is in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Giants. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
This is just back-breaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the 1st down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Isaac Guerendo, the intended target, coming out of the backfield. And now it's 4th down.
And here we have another missed opportunity for an offense that have already had a handful of them throughout this game. And let's be honest, Mike, you just can't afford to overthrow a man that's that open, especially when you're trying to overcome a double-digit deficit in the NFL.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And he'll take it on in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants are going to extend their lead.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Guerendo. And he'll have a Commanders 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
They'll go again with Guerrero. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Throwing on second down. Daniels. That one knocked away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
3rd and 5. They'll send their tight end left. On 3rd down, here's Guerrero. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down. Now, Daniels. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniel.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On the handoff, it's Guerrero. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The offense staying put. They will go for 2. To throw is Daniels. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, New York. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first down, here's Guerrero. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Daniel. He'll check this down to the running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
13 yards on the play. That's good.
On first down, Daniel. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Washington. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. They'll throw with Daniel. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there as time has expired. The 3rd quarter has come to an end.
Giants 61, Commanders 40.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll look to throw yet again. He pulls it in around the 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely...
And he's in. Touchdown, New York. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Play action. Here's Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. Here's Guerrero. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And he will score again. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here comes Guerrero. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. One more time, it's Guerrero. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. They'll give it to Guerrero. And he will have the Commanders' first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? This 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Now, H.A. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Back to throw. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. side and brought in by Williams. And he's got another one. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, New York. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Now he takes off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Giants has it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here we go. One final play. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So a road win here for the Giants. They get the victory here away from home to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.